David Brenner goes to work around town this week. On Wednesday and Thursday, he'll be appearing at Pips Comedy Club in Brooklyn. Kind of a nostalgic return for him. I guess that's where he started out, one of the clubs he started out at, and broke in a lot of material. And then on Friday and Saturday at the world-famous Club Benet over in New Jersey, here's one of the great comedians, David Brenner, everybody. Hey!
It's only Wednesday.
All right.
I'm there Thursday.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll get that straight before it's over.
So, how you doing?
Okay, how you?
I'm fine. I'm terrific. I'm fine.
Great.
We're taking off any moment here. I feel like an astronaut.
How did you like Miss USA?
She's very pretty, yeah, very pretty. But the thing she didn't explain is what you do after all that packing when the airline loses that luggage.
That's right.
It doesn't matter how it's packed. You know?
You packed it nice for somebody else.
You pack it real nice, and then the guy takes it. Hey, Harry, another bag. So different.
Well, you ought to know you've done a lot of traveling.
I just jam it in and step on it, close it. Yeah.
Just got back from a cruise, right?
Yeah, I sent my mom and dad around the world on the Rotterdam.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
That's terrific.
And I went out and joined them with my brother and sister and went to Greece, Yugoslavia,
Really?
Venice, yeah,
Wow.
Lisbon, Portugal. Oh, it's fabulous.
Any favorite spots of all of those?
I'll tell you the shocker. I'll tell you a real sleeper was Malta.
No kidding.
Yeah, you think Malta, you make jokes, you know, do you have a milk to go with, you know, stupid jokes. And the Maltese don't like that. No, we don't have Malta milks. They don't like jokes over there. But the country's beautiful.
Is that right?
Oh, it's great. It was a real sleeper.
Do they know you wherever you go now because
Nowhere
of
I
the television
go.
exposure?
Nowhere. What, Yugoslavia? What do they know me in Yugoslavia? They know Tito. That's what they know. Tito was here. Yeah, Tito good. That's what they know.
Is Yugoslavia pretty quiet for a guy like you?
Yugoslavia is very quiet for anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, they just walk around. It's like... It's like they don't want to disturb Besmamia or some country next to them. Yugoslavians are always like, shh.
But I love that. You get back on the boat and the next day you're someplace else.
Yeah, it's wonderful. You don't have to pack, unpack. You don't have to worry about your meals. You know,
Sure.
Last year I did it on the QE2.
Yeah.
Went on the QE2. This year was the Rotterdam. Next year we're going to try one or the other and keep alternating and eventually see the whole world that way.
Right.
My mom and dad are in
Did
their
they
80s.
like it? Did they love it?
Love it. Forget it. My mom was so funny. I mean, one time we were too poor, you know, to shop except in reject stores. You know what I mean? You get, you know what rejects are. You know, you get shoelaces without the metal tips. You got to suck them for a month. So I'm talking to my mom. I call it. You can call it direct dial a ship in the middle of an ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi, Mom. And I said, I tried to get you yesterday. She said, oh, we went. He says, we went off the ship. She says, oh, David, you know how much we love to shop in Hong Kong. I said, of course I know. Like, you know, every day in the old neighborhood. Well, we'll go to Hong Kong and get some doilies.
What a thrill, though, huh?
Yeah, it was great.
Oh,
It's the best thrill of my career was sending my parents on that trip. That's number one.
Now, you and Steve Steve is coming out here in just a moment.
Yeah.
Old pals from way back?
Yeah, I met Steve Landesberg, not at the Pips where we're going to be this week, but I heard about Steve Landesberg the first week I was a comedian.
Is that right?
And they said, you got to see this guy. He's wild. He's crazy. He does, Doc Holliday is a Jewish guy. And I said, where's he working? It's like a disturbed person. And they said, you can catch him at the top of the gate, in the village gate, you know, and down on McDougal. And fortunately, I said, all right, great. So I went down to the village, and I went in the audience, and this was one of the funniest guys I ever saw in my life.
Right, isn't
and we've been friends ever since.
He's got that deadpan look.
He's just brilliant.
Also won 3 Emmys as an actor.
Yeah, that's amazing. That part's amazing. No, he's very good.
Now, both of you will be out at Pips together.
Yeah, no, Steve is going to be at Pips on Sheepshead Bay Wednesday night.
Wednesday night.
See? I'm going to be there Thursday night.
I got you.
And then other guys are going to be there Friday and Saturday, and it continues. That is the, you know, this is a little number. Pips in Sheepshead Bay was the first comedy club in America. Not just New York, in America. Then came the improvisation and Catch a Rising Star and you know, the Comedy Store in the Coast. First one was Pips.
Now, our audience is different. You know, here's Pips in Brooklyn. Here's the Club Benet over in New Jersey.
Yeah. The Pips, the audience in Pips hasn't served as much time as the guys who come to Benet in Jersey. See, the guys in Pips are like this. The guys in New York are like that.
Kind of a rough crowd, huh?
Yeah, they don't understand words like thermostat. They're pretty. Yeah, they're pretty much
great
the same.
Audiences,
fabulous. You know what it is? Because it's all street people. It's all mostly, you know, Jews and Italians, and they're the ones who go to the clubs and they're yelling and screaming on it. Nothing against Protestants, but you know, they're nice too. But it's a real raucous audience.
Oh, and how?
I love it.
So you're looking forward to it, huh?
Oh yeah.
Does it bring you back to the days when you started?
Yeah, that's what's so depressing about it. You almost have a tendency to want to get on the D train or the F train and come home again. You know?
Were you nervous the very first night you stood up there and won and did it?
You know, I wasn't nervous the first night. This is the weirdest thing in the world because I was like on automatic pilot. I was so scared, I went on automatic pilot. I didn't realize I was scared. But the next 30 nights, I bombed.
Did you really
bomb? Yeah,
bomb?
I bombed for the next 30 nights. And then I was nervous for about 3.5 months until Steve Landesberg and I, at a place in the village, I did the worst show I ever did in my life. Steve walked out on me. He waved and he left. I mean, the audience hated me. And I came out and I said to Steve, hey, I'm okay. My legs and arms are what am I worried about? I had tranquilizers, over-the-counter tranquilizers. I threw them into a bin. That was the last time I was nervous.
Is that right?
Yeah, until right now.
And you really, and you really bombed? You didn't hear a laugh? I mean, that's the worst feeling in the world.
Not that I didn't hear a laugh. You could hear them grinning their teeth at how much they hated me. I did a takeover of a folk singer, and they were all folk singers.
Oh, great. All right, are you ready now? Shall we bring him out here?
Of course.
All right, Steve Landesberg coming up next. Don't go away. We'll be right back.